He's happy. I'm glad he's happy. All right. But now we got to one sec. Oh, one sec. Stride Tim. Okay, now we can do this. I forgot what this was. Oh yeah, that right. Okay. Tierlist time. It is still jolly time. I need to change it for Valentine's Day now. Now, we have. I don't think a top 5 exists. I think it's more of a top 6 or 7. But I got a top tiers. I got a high tier plus. High tier minus. We'll change it as we go. Mid tiers. I do have like a low tiers. Alright. But I'm probably going to change it to letters or whatever sometime. But this is just easy to reference for now. But who do I think the best characters in the game are? Right now, I would probably do. Well, first off, I still think Gold Lewis is up here. This is my honest opinion. Gold Lewis right now, he did get nerfed quite a bit from the chip damage changes, but he still kills you through chip, and he still kills you off of like so many fucking hits. I'm also going to change the music. This is going to be on this for way too long. Let me just put on my regular playlist, actually. That is not my regular playlist. That is YouTube Creator Studio. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Shuffle. There we go. So after Gold Lewis, I'll just put my characters in here. Give me a moment. Okay, so I'm not ordering it yet. I'll order it later, right? This is just for people who come in. So who do I put? I put Nago, Leo, Johnny, Sin. I'm okay. So we're gonna make this purple. I'm gonna make this red. I'm gonna make this. Okay, no, that's perfect. Okay. So this is probably what I would classify as like the top 7 characters right now. I think this is valid. So Gold Lewis. I don't know who he really loses to right now. The thing is, Gold Lewis has matchups that. So he could lose to Sin. He could lose to Johnny. He could lose to May. Oh, thank you for the raid.
Ooh, there we go.
Welcome, welcome. Hope you all had a good stream. You came at a good time. Now, Gold Lewis is like so fucking good right now. I don't think he loses to Chipp, right? Like he beats so many archetypes that he just shouldn't. Like he beats every Zona-ish character in the game, other than Johnny. So he beats Faust. He beats Axel. He beats Chaos. Like he beats Zardo. He beats Testament. He beats Arsica. Like he doesn't have even matchups into them. He just beats them like straight up. He also beats characters who need to like brawl. Like he beats Sol. He beats Potemkin. He beats Nago. Like he beats Baiken. He beats Abba. I think he beats Slayer. Like Gold Lewis he doesn't have that many even matchups, I feel. Like he just beats so many characters straight up. Like he has to be like up here. Like I would probably put him as a top two for me or top three. And no one gives a shit if he goes even with Anji. Anji doesn't have matchups, man. It doesn't matter. Anji could lose to the entire cast and he can still top three a major. That's the problem with Anji, but I'll get to him in a bit. um, Sin is like funky because he's one of the few characters who could beat Gold Lewis. And he's also really good into all the basic characters. He doesn't hard beat the zoners really, but he generally has really solid matchups into them. He's good versus the usual like mid-range demons like Ram, Elphelt, Testament, Faust. Like he's just all around solid. He has a lot more even-ish matchups than someone like Gold Lewis, but he still like beats so many characters and he's really consistent right now. He's got super high damage. His main downside is his offense isn't like he actually has a resource to think about nowadays. But with how easy it is to get positive bonus and the way he can like substitute his resource in for tension to get combos, I don't know. I would still put him up here for me, maybe on like the lower end of top tier. I would still have Gold Lewis near the top. This character is like this is the most this is by far the most egregious character in the game. I think Johnny could be top one, is my honest opinion. For me, it's either Johnny or Gold Lewis. I don't believe it's Potemkin. I don't know. I don't believe it's Leo. I don't believe it's Nago. I don't believe it's Sin. I think it's one of these two. This motherfucker. He has the best offense in the game, right? Like, if we think about it, who has the best offense in the game? Is it Gold Lewis? I don't think so. A lot of characters have defense that is like really solid against Gold Lewis. Like May has good defense. I would say Chaos has a really good backdash, so he has good defense. It's Gold Lewis's reward that is big. But the offense itself is not necessary. Even though offense is a part of... Sorry. Even though reward is a part of offense, it's not the only thing. So I wouldn't say it's Gold Lewis. Is it Potemkin? Maybe. It could be Potemkin. He might have like top 3 or 4 defense. Sorry, offense in the game. But he doesn't really... He doesn't lock you down as hard as Johnny. And Johnny has like more mix-ups even once you deal with them. Like with Pot, if you jump the throw, you can punish him. If you IBFD or deflect Garuda or whatever, like you don't just block the mix-up, you get out of the offense if you're right against Potemkin, like once or twice. Leo? Leo might have, like, he might be up there. Mid-screen, he might have the best offense in the game. But it's more risky. Leo still takes more risks than someone like Johnny. So I think just by virtue of taking more risks, I would not say he has the best offense. Even though he has, like, more fucked up mix-ups. Bro, who has better offense than Johnny? It's not Asuka. He builds too many resources. It's not Chaos. He builds too many resources. These two can't have better offense than Johnny. Elphelt literally is just Johnny offense, but a little bit worse. It's not Baiken. I mean, it has to be Johnny, right? I'm pretty sure he has the best offense in the game. He has insanely high health. He has an unreactable dash. He has absolutely, like, disgustingly broken normals. He has average damage, I would say. He doesn't have high damage, but he doesn't have low damage. There's orange wild assault pressure. He has like very good card setups and resets. Bro, he's just broken all around. He's supposed to lose to Sin and Nago, everyone tells me. But he's also one of the only characters in the game who has a case for beating like Gold Lewis Pot Leo. Like, there's no way you can beat 3 of these characters, right? I don't know if he does, but he's one of the characters who has the best case for it. So I'm putting him around here. Pot right now, oh God, what a mess. I don't need to say anything. Would Leo be lower? Yes, he would be. The issue is Leo's is supposed to lose to characters like Testament, like Axel, like Johnny. But the fact that he kind of doesn't, and also his offense is just so much better right now, and his conversions are so good. Even if he has weak neutral, if he had weak neutral, I think his win condition and right now is just way too good, and his health. Hey Jazz, he is so tanky as well. Like notice all the top tiers are just super tanky. So Leo is just like really consistent all around, but I'm less certain on his matchups right now. I would probably be more confident putting him in limbo, but I think he's probably around here. Pot is just like gross. I don't know what they've done to this character. Let me load up training mode. One sec. Let me get up Strive. Just wait, hey, I already have Strive open. I don't even know. Yeah, okay. I don't actually want to check anything about Pot right this second, but I just want to have it ready. I mean, what do I even say about this character? I don't know what I could say about Pot that people don't know already, but he just does too much damage. He keeps you in the corner for way too long. He doesn't take damage. You can't jump him. He has air unblockables. He has, like, some of, if the most, like, disgusting normals in the game. Like, his normals literally invalidate certain characters like Millia. He's not, that's the thing. He's not just numbers. He used to be just numbers. Now he's more. His Fast Slash, his 5H, insanely good in neutral. If you whiff punish them as some characters, you don't always get a conversion. If you get anti-aired by them, he gets Oki. If you get 5P'd by him, he gets Oki. Get pot busted by him, he gets Oki. He gets Oki off of everything. And his Oki has less counterplay than it used to, because Garuda's a projectile. He gets a 5P safe jab still. He gets insane conversions now, because he has all his Karas back. He's just so hard to deal with. Like, he just has so much, and he's punished so little sometimes. Like, you can punish him hard, but he... Oh, and of course he still has what is probably the best super in the game still. Giganta is still... Like, Giganta was the best super in the game when Pot was, like, kind of mid. Honestly, it's kind of not fine, even with the meta build. But it's just, like, another part of it. Like, there is nothing fine about being 5P'd into Potbuster Oki. That's not okay. In 5P'd into being taken half screen into Potbuster Oki, into Blue Wild Assault offense, into Garuda offense, into CS. Like, it's so much. I still think despite that, he's probably not better than, like, these two. Nago is hard to rate. I don't actually rate him as high as most people. I think he loses to Goldust. I don't really think he beats Johnny. I think he loses to Pot, right? He might beat Leo. He might beat Sin. He's done that over a year from 5P, but he's getting better in every way that makes it better. Nago, I don't get. What is this song? Why is Aki's theme in my playlist? Get out. You shoe. Street Fighter. Yeah, no, I mentioned Blue Wild Assault. It's, like, very good. Leo, sorry, Nago, Everyone says they lose to Nago. That's what I don't get. Johnny players say they lose to Nago. Leo players say they lose to Nago. Sin players say they lose to Nago. May players say they lose to Nago. I don't believe it though. I think everyone just says they lose to Nago, but I don't understand why he would be better than a lot of characters. I would say Nago takes a lot more risks than a lot of characters right now, just by virtue of needing to go on high blood. H normals aren't cancelable. The chip damage is a lot lower. He's not really killing you anymore, like in the same way. Not on block. He doesn't kill you off of DP2 into RC. Beyblade is still broken, but like his round start is still really good, but it's not as good as it used to be. I feel like Nago right now is almost on the level of some of these other characters. But I would probably put him, if hypothetically I were to order the top tiers, I would probably do something like this. I might put Johnny as top one, to be honest, but I would probably do this if I was being honest. But I wouldn't know where to put Nago fully. I would put him somewhere here. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie, I just put unordered so people don't yell at me, but I'm mostly ordering it. I've already spoken about Leo a lot. May. I don't understand this character. I just don't think May beats characters as hard as these guys. And also, her defense isn't as egregious as a lot of them. So, May is broken. We all know May is good. May is like inarguably an extremely good character. You can't think May is bad if you play this game. Because she still has arguably combined with her movement. Xando, I don't know where to put May. Because I don't know if she belongs on that same tier or not right now. Because with her movement, she still inarguably has like the best, or maybe tied for the best normals in the game, right? Even though they did get nerfed. They did get nerfed a little bit. But they're still so good. It is a big deal, but they shouldn't doom about 2S. This move is like incredibly good. You need to know new May players. Yeah, I agree, because I don't think she's as polarizing. Or she's as like, how do I say this? I don't feel as completely and utterly like fucked when I block May as I do when I deal with these characters. If I block May Dolphin in neutral, I'm RPSing. If I block Beak Driver, Beyblade, like some fucking like Vault or something, White Wild Assault, I get hit by. No, I don't know why I feel May is lower, but I do think she's a little bit worse. Just a tiny bit. There's something about her where her strengths are like very similar to a lot of these characters, like best in class normals, insanely high damage, insanely high health. But I think she is just less polarizing. She just doesn't feel as good in a lot of ways that are quite hard to explain. I think she's a little bit easier to challenge in neutral, even though her neutral is very good. I think her offense is a little bit easier to challenge, even though her offense is still very good. She's not the worst to deal with. Yeah, sure, sure. Explain to me, Xando. Keishu, what the moo? Okay, I'm imagining. Okay. Oh wow, Shine BMFCR. Oh, this set was close. Yeah, something like that. It is really just like a power difference, huh? I think May needs to go here. But I don't think any other character deserves to go with May. No, I don't. Ease of use is difficult to rate, but it is a factor. I wouldn't say she can just mindlessly press it, but I would say I'm not gonna. Even if I think Asuka, listen, just so you know, I think Asuka is way lower. But hypothetically, even if these two are on the same level, you would consider Asuka worse because his game plan is so much harder to run. No, I think Sol right now is worse. You know what? I think Sol's about here, if I were to guess. Um, the thing about new Sol is I'm not super informed on him. I mean, I know Sol is still good, but he's very different, and he can't force things as hard as he used to be. Revolver is much worse, and Vortex is much worse. Well, hold on. In neutral, they are worse. They're still usable, they're still good, but they are worse, so he can't like face roll against a lot of characters in the same way he used to. I don't know. They kind of just generally lowered his power level a bit. His conversions are really good right now. And he still has like a really good positive bonus win con. He still has revolver mix with RC. He still has like solid buttons. But just if you compare Sol and you say, I'm gonna play Sol against May, it's so hard to use your normals in that matchup. And your damage is still not really higher. Say you're playing Sol against Johnny. Those normals are hard to contest. Against Gold Lewis, it's hard to contest. Against like Nago and Sin, like it's hard to play neutral against them. And your damage is not higher. Like I think he's still a very good character, but his matchups against a lot of the characters better than him just are not that clean. Like they're not great. I think that keeps him down a bit. I just don't think he's that crazy. What's Johnny? Keishu, shut the fuck up, man. Don't ask me what Johnny is doing up there. Don't even try. His character is insane right now. My personal opinion is Johnny is like top 3-ish. But I wouldn't be able to know how to order this exactly. I mean, I could see him as top 1. Who else would I put here? I think Chipp is somewhere around here right now. I'd probably put Chipp and Sol on like a similar power level. I mean, oh, Ram. Where do I even put Ram right now? Oh, shit. Okay, first of all, Chipp. Rogue made this character a lot more interesting. They also made him a lot better. Um, how do I even talk about Chipp this patch? They kind of, honestly, right now, they gave Chipp, like, very fucking good conversion ability from rope. He, like, wall breaks off of anything as long as he has RC. And off of a lot of counter hits, he has really good conversions now. His mix is way better, the reward is a lot higher. And he's still old Chipp. It's not like Sol where they reworked everything. They just gave him a new move that added a lot to him. So he's still really fast. His normals are still really good. But his like average hits and his pressure are pretty low damage. It's like hit Rekka Rekka, maybe Rekka 3. He doesn't have RC, or it's not a counter hit. Even on certain counter hits, that's what he gets, unless he uses Wild Assault. I think his damage is just a lot more conditional than a lot of other characters, and his health is, like, really bad. He's just a character who takes risks while being low health, even though his highs are very high. So I don't think you can rate him above, like... I think this is probably the peak of where Chipp would be, like around this tier. Look, Kafka. Yeah. So I don't know if Sol and Chipp are here or not, or if they're here, but I'm going to leave them here for now until I get to the rest of the cast. Yeah, he's really good, but, like, he's just not perfect, which is fine. That's how a character should be. I think Ram goes here now. So, I noticed the sword toss changes were actually a really big deal. Way more than I thought they would be. I'm actually not bothered about the K-normal changes as much, or the Dowro changes, rather. Ram loses her swords. Like, she actually loses them when she uses it. Like, she does sword toss on offense, she's not getting it back for a while. So she still has really good conversions now from, like, S0. She's an orange Wild Assault character. I don't need to say that, right? Her neutral is still broken. Her damage is actually not that great. But what makes Ram so good is her neutral is still overwhelming. Her offense is still really good. But they did make her a lot weaker in terms of her offense and her damage. And she's a relatively low health character. If I remember correctly, I don't know if the health changes. Did they make her average health? Yeah, right? So I'm thinking Ram is here, or I think she's probably a little worse than these two, but maybe not enough for a whole tier. They made her way worse than I expected. Because she was top 1 or top 2, and then she went, like, down. Okay, 1 point. Gotcha. Thank you. So I'm going to keep her here, and I might change my mind later. Who else? I think Chaos goes here right now. Chaos is very fucking good, because if you block him, or he gets a knockdown, you are probably getting hit again. True. And a lot of the time with Chaos, what makes him strong is his offense and his, like, the fact that he can get positive so easily right now. And if you get positive, you get super wall break again. You just get it again and again and again. His main problem is he has, like, no health, and he gives so many resources away. If those two were not a factor, he would be in the top tier, I think. But, I mean, that's just not the case, though. He struggles against a lot of characters like Johnny, like Pot, like Leo, like Gold Lewis, like Sin, because he just gives too many resources. His neutral against them isn't that bad, but it's just too hard. Like, you give so much that you can just lose on your own offense because of YRC or Burst. And his damage is not high enough to make up for the fact, and his neutral is not good enough to make up for the fact that if he gets hits, he is, like, exploding. And the health changes make it so he doesn't really build resources in the same way anymore either. He's getting Burst and YRC way less than he used to. And they got rid of Scapegoat, so I didn't get rid of it, but he can't use it in the same way. I mean, old zoning, I think. Oh no, old damage. Old damage. How old are you talking? If you mean season 1, I'm taking old damage. No, I think... Yeah, he does. Never mind, he does lose to... His best matchup of the top tiers is probably Nago. If stronger than average offense gives more resources to the enemy, then it's not stronger than average offense. Stronger than average offense should be a strength that doesn't have, like, weird weaknesses attached to it. Because other characters like, say, Nago, who has average to stronger than average offense, just kills you. It's not that much worse than Chaos to the point where he like should be building that many less resources for the opponent. Getting hit once, losing 80% and building like 20 burst, and then getting hit like 4 or 5 times, getting full burst back, but winning the round or getting close to it, it's just so... The gap is too wide. Maybe you should get a bit more resources. You shouldn't get that many more. Who else goes there? Oh, this is tough. Slayer, I think. I don't think Slayer's here anymore. He doesn't have a reversal. That is, like, insane. He doesn't have a reversal. And... honestly... oh, he's hard to rate. He's really, really hard to rate because he was also one of the characters who was in the argument for top 1. But the damage changes, the health changes, they removed his reversal super, and he still has his old weaknesses, which are now actual weaknesses because of those changes. He takes risks on Dandy Step. Without tension, it's not crazy useful, but with tension, it's very good, of course. He has pretty simple offense. They nerfed 2H in a weird way, but it's actually a lot more effective than I expected. Like, you can whiff punish it. Like, you can whiff punish that shit. Like, that, how much recovery does it have? You guys Slayer? 51 total frames, 37 recovery. Which is deserved, considering how insane this normal is in a vacuum. But he still has broken damage, he still has high health. He's still, like... oh, his neutral is really simple, too. He's, like, here-ish. He's definitely not bad. I don't think he's mid. I might put him and Ram in a similar spot. But he just doesn't have the same strengths these characters do, even though his damage is incredibly, incredibly good. He's really hard to talk about. But I think he's about here. The first character to have a reversal removed, unless you include heavy DPs? Maybe? Let me try and remember. True, Pot did have invuln on Gigant. Oh, he had invuln on Gigant. Oh my god. Imagine he kept that. Oh yeah, Nago is considered good. The worst you're going to see Nago rated is like around here. He's a very good character. And also, a Nago just won the biggest major in North America. That's gonna... Is Frosty... okay, Frosty's like tied for the most stacked Strive major, I would say. It's gonna be like Frosty and Combo Breaker, unless you include the Evos. Which I don't even consider like an NA major, that is just like global. Yes, it is. Evo's NA enough, I guess. It's definitely more NA than other regions. That might be all the characters I would put in high tip plus. No, Elphelt. This bitch. Fuck you. This character. Sorry. There's no way this character is worse than here. She is... okay. First of all, unless you have a... if you're a character with a below average backdash, Rekka offense is like uncontestable. You can block CS, she does Rekka. I don't think you can... Let me double check. Sorry. Give me just a moment. So, did I pick Elphelt? I think I have the Daisy Coliseum. Yeah, I do. Okay. I pick Chaos, right? Good, like, startup 6p. I think it's, what, 9-framer? So, let's see how this works. It's a very interesting character. Because if you do 6p on defense, you have to eat, right? So you can 6p that. But, like, what if she just... She can do 2h there. But then you can, like, 6p 2h. Then you don't do 2h. You get, like, nuked from outer space. Right, she can do off of every normal. You can't fuzzy 6p every normal. Right? You can do 2p Rekka, 2k Rekka, you know, you can do Pineberry, you can do 5h Rekka, you just can't contest. Like, Pineberry isn't even useful. I don't understand Elphelt who keep doing Pineberry. I don't understand why they don't just do, like, CS into Rekka. 2k2d is a frame trap. Like this, you have to, like, backdash. It's not just annoying, it's, like, very, very fucking good. Like, you can backdash it there, but I don't... Like, it's so... Not even on a lower level of skill. He's, like, barely not top tier, regardless. Not to mention, if we, say we have 50 tension, right? Let's get them the crouch. So, no, I don't need to block, backdash. What is the combo again? Oh, I don't play this character, my bad. No, it is not. Yeah, something like this. That's pretty good damage. 172 for, like, unreactable, unfuzzyable, high-low that you can reset from. Man, I don't even know. Her normals are so good. This is, like, ambiguously plus. I'm not playing this lash. Yeah, like, from this distance it's plus. He has a 4-framer too. Hey, Reaper.
Aww, you know, I don't get that as often as you'd think.
Yeah, it's been months and it's midnight. I'm, like, super jet-lagged right now. I don't want to play. Her normals are very good. So, she's one of those characters who, yeah, her normals seem good, but you don't really think about it too much. And you realize she has dash momentum too, because she's a very fast character. So she can just do that as well. Like, how many things are you supposed to just 6p or back them? We can maybe play tomorrow. This character has so much. Her offense is so good. Let me double check. So, Pineberry... Bomb Super, everyone... I'm not talking about Bomb Super. It's broken. We all know it's broken. Move on, right? That one, I don't even want to look at. Pineberry. Okay. Below the waist on frame 7. This is good on defense. Like, it's not even a meme. Like, this move is genuinely... Danger. Like, man, it's actually good on defense. Like, it's hard to stop. And you get a full conversion from it now, because they buffed it. Yeah, kind of. I don't understand Elphelt who say this is enough. I don't think Elphelts understand what Pineberry is. They're like, guys, I lost my resets. This is your mix-up special. You should not be resetting with Pineberry. That's fake. It's not real. It's like, I don't even mean fake as in like fuzzyable. I mean fake as in like it's a it's a myth. It shouldn't exist. It's not a thing. Stop like doing Pineberry, like resets off of Pineberry. What you do is you just like, just get your combo, right? Just do it. Just do the combo. I don't even know it, man. I hate this character so much. In short, her offense is way too good. Her damage is really high. She just doesn't have health in the same way that the better characters do. Her defensive conversions aren't as broken. She doesn't actually have, like, weaknesses. She just doesn't have as overwhelming strengths. That is her problem. A lot of the characters on this tier actually do have more weaknesses than Elphelt. I think Elphelt has less weaknesses than all of these characters. She's, like, basically up there. I'm just gonna put her here. I'm not ordering it, but I just have spite. Does anyone else? I think Anji probably goes here. I mean, the thing is, Luca, every character is weak against DP characters. Elphelt being weak against DPs is not, like, crazy. I think that weakness has always been overstated. I mean, she has good offense against Pot. Anji. So sit down, Cryo. Right? We're gonna teach you your character. Right?
Who dares to enter the mayhem? Anji Mito.
Pick this color. Fuck it, let's just pick like Kai or something. Right? I don't care. Now, one thing about Anji, he's an extremely, like, tanky. He doesn't take damage, right? Like, he's very tanky, right? This is, like, he's high health. High health is good right now. You want to be a high health character. You can take more damage, you can build more resources. Okay, this is good. 2, he has Orange Wild Soul. Okay, he gets conversions of all his normals. That's also very good, right? You're a high health character with Orange Wild Assault. That is a big reason why people say Johnny is good, right? So Anji sheds 2 reasons why some characters are considered top tier, right? 2, this fucking move, right? Spin. You are out risk rewarding so much shit in neutral just by pressing this. The call out for it is to what? You throw it, right? You can throw it, or you can maybe like hit the recovery, unless they do like that, or unless they do any other stupid shit, right? It's very fucking difficult to tell what Anji is doing in neutral, and if you do accidentally hit into spin, right? Like, I don't know the combo, but all the buttons you want to press in neutral, you can't press into Anji. You have to play the game fundamentally completely differently into Anji, because you just took that from pressing far slash as Kai, and if you were to do it again, hold on, like, you do this, you do the same combo, you would have killed it. I dropped the combo. I don't know Anji routes. 2 spins, you kill someone, right? 2 spins from pressing your best far slash poke and you kill someone. Anji completely flips risk reward to make it so characters who have strong tools now have like ass tools. Because the best moves you have as Nago, you now die for using them. The best tools you have as Johnny, you can now like die from using them. The best tools you have as Gold Lewis, you can't really use drone against Gold Lewis. Not easily, not well. He has to use it completely differently. JD, it's a lot harder to use. Like, I don't know, Mappa. You get spun, you get punished. Ram far slash, Ram 5H. You get spun, you get punished. Chaos 2S. You get spun, you get full punished. The better your character's moves, the harder spin is to deal with. Like, it just kills you. I don't care if Cryo's not with us. It's fine if he isn't. I'm just talking about a character. And of course, that means you want to do low committal stuff. But now, low committal options, he gets Oki. Like, people say Butterfly is bad. I don't care if Butterfly is bad or not. You get a hard knockdown and you start offense. That is objectively good, right? Like, you don't need to do anything crazy with Butterfly. It just gives you Oki, it gives you, like, offense. That is good. So, spin is just like, you just do it, though. Yeah, but Butterfly offense isn't great, to be fair. It's whatever.
Danger.
Then, on top of spin doing this, if spin didn't have follow-ups, it would still be one of the best moves in the game. But it has this, right? And it has, like, unreactable, almost unreactable overhead. And it has unreactable low that leads into a full combo. It's not straight up unreactable, it's just close. You shouldn't be trying to react to it realistically. To say it's completely unreactable, I don't think it's true. It's close though. Like, his throw in the corner is really good. Like, you get a 50-50. It does have, like, a weakness kind of annoying, but it's still a full combo. Why can't I get it? Oh my god. Why am I getting it? I'd say something is react... Sorry, it's the same speed as ABBA 236K. People react to that, it's just very fucking hard. It is a harder reaction than ABBA 236K because there's more. It's just too difficult. Yeah, it is an air backdash, but I'm just not getting it for some reason. I'm kind of tired, so it's probably just that. This character just has he's just an all-round solid character with spin attached, which is insane. So, what do you want from me? You saw the like, is Kai, so, again, literally just this alone, like, just this, combined with everything else Anji has, means he's a good character. No other character gets this. Not a single character in the game can do anything similar to that. There's no way, Cryo. He's good. He's not broken. He's not top tier. He's very fucking good. Hey, Milkshake. Yeah, like, Anji, similar to Chaos, Anji, like, fundamentally changes how you need to use everything and how you need to play neutral. It is very stressful and hard to play against. Below, what do I even do? I don't know where Jacko is. I'll probably rate her here. I don't think she's super meta right now. I think she's close. I think she's definitely worse than these characters. She has really good mix-ups, but her damage is like... Her offense is not that crazy. It's long. It's very frustrating. But I would not class
Danger.
it on the... Yeah, she just doesn't get enough from it. She gives a lot of resources. She doesn't have, like, completely broken normals or anything. They're just good. Everything about Jacko feels solid to good, but she's just not that crazy. I think she's very comfortably here. I'm not going to go into, like, depth with this. I don't think this is, like, any... I don't think this is going to be a huge point of argument, right? I think she's less polarizing
Danger.
then she seems, but she's also not that overwhelming. Kai right now? Honestly, I would put Kai here. I think the food arc changes are really big. One sec. Kai, like, he's a little bit too jank right now. No, I'm not going to pick him in training mode, actually. I can't be bothered. He's just a little bit janker than he used to be, even though he's, like, a lot better in shock state and stuff. Yeah. His neutral is still really good. And with resources, his combos are still very good and very high damage. But he's not all that right now. I used to rate Kai like top tier. But I think he's a... I think this is just a... I think he's a solid character. He doesn't really beat anyone that crazily. He probably still beats Chipp. Might beat Sol. Maybe Elphelt? He definitely doesn't beat any of these guys. No chance. Yeah, no, this seems fine. I would also probably put... I think Ino might go here nowadays. Oh, sorry, I forgot about Baiken. I think she's here. I might have to, like, take some characters and put them lower. But I think Baiken going here is, like, valid. I mean, new parry... Like, what? How active is it again? I mean, 10 frames or something, right? Hold on. Aragi... Yes, 10 frame active. That on top of, like, parrying mid block stun made so many of her... Baiken got, like... This here is, like, fundamentally matchup defining. Like, the whole matchup defining move bit, like, this is actually matchup defining. Like, it's genuinely such a big deal. I don't think... You're not downplaying. I don't think Baiken is crazy broken. I just think she's so much better. She has the best throw in the game, right? That's not like something to debate, I don't think. She has pretty solid basic offense. With tension, she completely nukes you. Like, Yozansen RC is like... I've never understood the damage from it. It's so high. Like, the Yozansen vacuum opened up so many new combo routes. She has consistent conversions now of a fast slash. Just a bit of dash momentum. Not really whiff punishes, but using it in neutral is so much better now. Speed improved a lot of her matchups. They didn't just up her power level. They specifically changed things about her that makes matchups better. Better speed, new parry, like, that kind of thing is really big. So I think she comfortably goes there. Yeah, that makes sense. Ino, I think, goes here. I think she's a lot better now. She just... New HCL, better damage, better combos. She still has the same weaknesses she always has. She's not weak by any means. I just don't think she's that crazy. I think this is fine. I'm putting Gio here. Hey, Kaito. Giovanna. Interesting character. She is very high damage. But, I don't know. Her neutral... Who does she beat right now? She's an all-rounder, right? She's like Kai. Similar sort of archetype, but more of a rushdown, less, like, fireball and neutral-centric. She kind of wants to force things a little bit more. Damage is really good, but, I mean, what's there to even really say on her? She's not that overwhelming. She doesn't really kill characters. No one's ever like, damn, I'm gonna, like, I have Geo in my path, it's over. Like, I've lost, right? No, people just go, oh, there's a Geo, I gotta be careful. No one goes, oh, it's GI, it's going to be free. She's solid. I just don't think she's got anything this patch that really makes her stand out or would be above other characters. I don't think worst Chipp is like completely real, but she's not got anything to her right now that sets her apart in the same way these characters do. But I do think she's very solid. I think that is finally it. Those tiers. Yeah, so true. Putting Millia here. Hey, Sammy. I'm thinking. Millia heart emoji. Millia is so annoying, man. Okay, at the end of the day, she's a low health character. That's a big downside, right? Chipp and Chaos are low health characters with huge upsides to make up for it. Same with like Elphelt. These three are like exceptions. Millia is a low health character. I think May is a little bit worse, but not by much. She's a low health character. How's her win con? It's flawed. It's pretty low reward relative to other win cons. She has situationally high damage, but it is situational. Her neutral is very good. Deflect OS completely fucks half of her shit, so goodbye. She builds a lot of resources. Her neutral is not perfect. It's actually like quite flawed against a lot of characters, even though it is good. Her normal hit conversion's pretty bad because she doesn't have Orange Wild Assault. She's a Blue Wild Assault character. She has like really big struggle matchups. Potemkin, Gold Lewis. I think Leo is still bad. Sin. Those four are really bad. I think Johnny is also like awful just because of how like the neutral and the damage plays out. In the air, Millia is a lot better now. New Capel is actually like completely broken. I hate it. It is so good, but it's only Capel. It's not the end of the world. It's just a very good move. A lot of characters in this game have very good moves. I don't think it's enough to take her out of here. Faust. They lowered the recovery, so it's more consistent to use now. It's also just very annoying to deal with. I mean, Capel counterplays to try and air throw her. Depending on your character, you might have unique anti-airs that are good for it. Maybe you can just block it. You know, she doesn't have good on-block offense. It's not amazing. It's okay. It's not as bad as they say, but it's not as good as you think. Faust is like... Hey, Dan. Is he? Yeah, Capella's annoying. Faust is hard because he actually has a... I'm not gonna lie, when Faust like has you in his grip, like he is actually harder to deal with than like basically any character in these bottom three tiers. And arguably some of the high tiers. Like say you get Afroed, he pulls meteors, and there's a mini Faust like walking at you from the other side of the screen. You are probably losing, getting hit, taking like 80% randomly that you don't remember. He's quite hard to fight. But, okay, like Doctor Strange, the Eye of Agamotto, I'm peering into another timeline. Suddenly, Banana Peel, he threw Afro when you already have one on you, and he gets a wait. Like, okay, it's not really what you're looking for, right? Like, yeah, you can still do something, but it's just offense, right? It's not the end of the world. Okay, whatever you say, Cryer. Like, he's just inconsistent in how he runs his offense. He's still weak to FD and backdashing. He doesn't have good ways to get plus frames without items. He just has good ways to be safe without items. Like, safety isn't what you need a lot of the time to win in this game. You can be as safe as you want. You can item eat and be safe. You can 2D and be safe. You can just run block strings, get FD'd away and be safe. But, like, when are you going to win? Right? You just have to wait. You have to wait or take a really big risk. And Faust does not have the health or a lot of the threat to really want to take those risks. Like, yeah, you can get Afro and you can maybe win, but you don't have Potemkin health. Like, if you whiff your command grab, you're not surviving in the same way as him. So, I don't know. He's fine-ish, but he's not that great. Even though his peaks are very high. I'll probably put Abba here. That is my bias. But this character is struggling a lot in so many matchups right now. I think so many people are so awful at fighting Abba. I think 99% of you are like dog shit playing versus this character. But in Jealous Rage, she kind of just wins, right? Well, allegedly. She's still... how do I say this? She doesn't actually have a stronger win con in Jealous Rage than a lot of characters. In Jealous Rage, you're still not taking as much damage as Slayer, Gold Lewis, and Pot or Nago are doing to you. Her neutral is still not better than, like, May, Johnny, or, like, Chipp, or Nago on Low Blood, or Sin with Elphelt. She's close. Like, she has a little bit of everything, right? But she's not actually, like, better in everything than every character. Abba in Jealous Rage is up here, but she's up here on a timer. By being on a timer, that makes you worse, because you have to force something. It's not like Johnny, who can just wait in neutral until you approach him. Abba has to approach you in Jealous Rage, otherwise she loses. She has to make a move, right? So that makes her worse in a lot of ways. Jealous Rage is very, very good, but it is held back by the fact that you have to be the one to start something, and you are out-risk rewarded a lot of the time. Say you land 5H normal hit, you get Rekka Rekka. That's okay. But if, say, you get hit by May doing air-JH, and it whiff punishes your 5H, you get 2k 2D'd, you get put in Beach Ball low-key, your Jealous Rage is now at like 15%. And now you're in a block string with Orange Wild Assault for another like 3 seconds, and now you're on 0%. And now you're a 0 Jealousy base form Abba. So you're back to losing. Like, you have to win. So you have to force something, and you're gonna lose. But she's still really good in a lot of ways, right? Jealous Rage is still extremely broken. You kill people. Your offense is really good. Like, there's a lot of strong mix-ups. Base form offense is also really good. There's a lot of ways to build a lot of Jealous Rage. She wins defense, like, pretty hard in a lot of matchups, but also in some matchups she doesn't. She's just a difficult character to pilot at a high level. So, I don't know. I think it's honestly just the fact that she does okay into so many characters, and then just fucking get turbo hard loses to so many. On top of that, she doesn't really win against any meta characters. She does, like, solid into Potemkin. I think that's, like, even-ish. Yeah, that might be it. Leo is okay-ish. No, it's not anymore, actually. It's fine. She's okay. She can win. But she's just not the one. You can't solo main her. You also shouldn't solo main these two, if I'm being real. Yeah, it's polarizing matchup spread where you probably beat Eno and then lose to 7 top tiers. Like, okay. Like, cool. Oh, Bedman's here. I think Bedman is, like, probably... He might... Hey, man, I might fucking put Bedman here, if I'm being honest. But I think that is probably inaccurate. I don't understand why people think Bedman isn't good. This is like a very North American thing. Like, he's a high health character with good offense, with very, very good conversions, unconventional air movement that is very hard to deal with, very good air normals, needles to interrupt so many characters doing their things. I think Bedman might be high heighter. No, I think he's good. He has White Wild Assault, like the best White Wild Assault. I think I'm putting him there. I think he's better. I genuinely think he's better. I'm just worried about the fact I think there's too many characters in here. I'll probably put some closer to May. I'm probably going to make like a low top tier and put some with May. No, I don't think I can do that. He's just really like solid. Like, he's good. He's better than these characters. Asuka. Oh, I don't want to rate Asuka. Can I just? What if I just don't put Asuka on this tier list? My honest opinion is I think Asuka goes. Whoops. I think Asuka goes here. Is my honest opinion. I don't think he's lower. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's mid tier. I think he's better than these three for sure. I think he's way weaker than he used to be. Way weaker. I think he's here though. I cannot in good faith put him on the same tier as Faust. Hey Rev. I can't do it. I cannot see a world in which Asuka is struggling in the same way that these three are. I think he's struggling. I think he has problems. I think by virtue of being a high difficulty character, he is worse in a lot of ways than a lot of the other characters on a similar tier to him. But he's not functionally worse than them. He's so hard to fight against. His win con is so good. Like, I don't know, man. I think he's there. I think this is fine. Oh, yeah, he's gonna die. Don't worry about it. Axel. Axel is so good into so many characters. He is. He has like really solid matchups into so many characters. But he fucking hard dies without the kind of win con that characters like Asuka, Ino do. If you put Asuka into Ram, into Chipp, I think Elphelt is really bad. I don't think he's worse though. Where does he go? The thing is, he does so fine into so many characters. The issue is, what I dislike about a lot of Axel discourse is the way they talk about him is as if he loses to every character. No, he just doesn't beat that many. He doesn't beat that many characters. He does so fine into so much of the cast. It's sort of similar to ABBA, where they're supposed to be polarizing characters, but instead just have like 20 evenish matchups and hard lose to like 7. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's just Dizzy here. I would put these three in the mid tier. Zato is here. I'm not gonna summon Jonathan Tene. He'll just call me a fucking idiot either on stream or like in his head. And honestly, that's fair enough. He can have that. It's okay. I respect it. Zato is like He's still got good offense, man. He does more damage than a lot of the mix-up characters. He does, like, he still has really difficult offense to get out of. You still need to know a lot to, like, be good against him. Does he have really huge weaknesses right now? Yes. If you get hit by him, you being, like, corner carried while he builds 50% tension and you take, like, 50% health? Yeah. It's hard. How do you lose neutral to Zato? I don't know, man. It happens. It happens sometimes. It's not impossible. It just happens, right? Testament still doesn't have a super great win con. They just have, like, really good neutral. I think Dizzy's probably the worst character. Yeah, we have the same health as Zato now. Testament just has really good neutral and nothing else. No, they have good conversions because of Stain and Orange Wild Assault. Dizzy would be... Okay, I'll cover Dizzy in a bit, because I actually do have a lot to say about her. Testament is just not that great. They're not that overwhelming. Bridget goes here or here. I actually don't know where Bridget goes. She's probably on the same tier as Millia, or she's not better than Abba. I could do this. Does that look correct? I think Zato is better. Testament's probably better. So if I were to order this, I think this is roughly the tier list I would make. So let me talk about Dizzy. I don't think she has a fundamentally bad kit. The what tier list? Dizzy has weird inconsistencies. Oh, effective HP, that's really funny. This, why doesn't this just full combo? Like, consistently. This doesn't make sense to me. Just give her it, right? Why are we fucking around? Just let her have it. Like, she should not fall out. Alright? This, good move in a vacuum. This, they're fine moves in a vacuum, but they just don't do a huge amount. This combo, why doesn't it work on crouching? Like, just why? Like, why? Like, what are we doing? Why is it so hard to get it to work on crouching? 2. So, gauge settings. Let's try something. Let's put you on 0%. Okay. So that, why did that build like such a huge chunk right at the end? Like, this is so unnecessary. Oh, I'm fucking it up, sorry. Like, the ice spike scaling is so insane. Also, if you did something like this, so you do that, you throw. Like, why does that build 50 tension? That shouldn't be real, right? Let me do that again. Yeah, she just has system issues. I think her kit is fundamentally fine. If you do this, you want to pick up from throw. Alright, you do another throw combo. So why do 2 throw combos give 90% tension? Like, what are we doing here? Somehow, none of those, in my opinion, are her worst weakness. Actual worst weakness. What is this? What are we doing here? How? What? Like, hello? Like, this kind of works, but you can't confirm it from two 2Ps. You have to do raw 2P 6P. Like this, her defense is so ass. Like slightly spaced 2P isn't gonna combo into 6P. This barely combos. That doesn't combo. Does it work on counter? Counter won't affect it. If you have counter hit, you should do a better combo. If you counter hit someone with P normals, you need to do like... You need to do this. But it doesn't always work. That really doesn't work? Bro. I guess you just do this. This character, man. She's just so inconsistent. Her hit is fine. She's a... I would not put her down a whole tier if her chip damage was still the same, at least. But I think her chip damage got lowered too, right? This used to be a lot higher, I swear. I don't think that's, like, me imagining things. She's cool. I like her. I think she's a really, like, fun character, but she just doesn't have... Like, she just sucks with the system. Her offense is actually not that bad, but she needs too much setup. Like, she needs Ice Field to make throw scary. But to make throw scary, like, again, the resources are bad. And also, the 5D, this sucks. Like, this is not good. Her 5D shakes the screen. On, like, frame 1, right? So... Okay, I think it shakes the screen on, like, frame 2 or 3. Anyway, that's right, Dizzy kinda sucks. She's not, like... I don't know, I think she has potential. What would I change about this tier list? Let me think. So if we were to order it, I'm gonna put Johnny as my top one. That is my honest opinion. I'm not finished ordering it. I've literally just started. I just put Elphelt there for fun because I hate her. I think I would do this as the top tiers. May, I'm gonna keep here. The high tiers, I would probably put... I think Chaos Ram is actually... I think Chaos is better than Ram right now. I think Slayer might be better than Ram. Anji might be better than Ram. Actually, my opinion of Ram went down a lot recently. But these two are not better than Ram. Here? I'll probably do something like this. Are these correct to me? I think this makes sense to me. Hang on, yeah, I do genuinely think Anji is better than Ram. God, what else would I do? He might be better than Slayer. Is Anji better than Slayer? I think so. I don't think he's better than Chaos. Chaos is better than Anji. I genuinely think Chaos is better than Anji. It's just Chaos Anji sucks as a matchup. I'm thinking about the 18 frame, Ed, and I'm thinking about our 16 frame. Lolo, I am currently trying to order the tier list. I've got into like the high... I'm like semi-confident on this ordering right now. Think about the spin, that is tempting. Oh, I would put Chaos as higher than Soul. Does this make sense to me? Maybe the high tier. Okay. I think these two tiers make sense. I think utterly mental. We're not here to be sane. What's mental in the tier list to you? Yeah.
Danger. Earth Max.
Elphelt, Anji, Sol, Pot. Where would you put Potemkin? That is the only one I'm interested in. I'm not moving him under... Oops. I'm not moving him under Sol. That's not happening to me. I think he's, like, interchangeable with Nago, but I think he's a little bit better.
Danger.
You think Pot is definitely in the top 4?
Earth Max.
Hey, I could see it. I'm not going to argue about it. I think it's completely viable. That is, like, a very fair opinion. I think Sin is a little bit better. I would think... I had Sin at the bottom here. Oh, you think Anji is...
Danger.
Okay, so you think Anji's up here? Like in the top tier?
Earth Max.
Ooh. Interesting. I like that. No, I like that a lot. I could see it. I could see Anji being at the very top of high tier. I think putting him in top tier is pushing it. I don't think I could, like, agree with that. But I would not be mad if someone did this. I would not be upset. I would... Where did I put him again? Was he here? I'm putting him here now. I think he was actually lower than Sol.
Earth Max.
And you said Sol is below Ram, and so is Elphelt. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Hey, maybe. I don't think so, though. I think Elphelt is so good. I think Ram is missing some damage, missing some defense, missing a decent amount. I think Elphelt is up here. I think she's better than Chaos. I think she's better. That's the one thing I'm not going to shake on. I do have Elphelt at the very top of high tier. If she had more health, like I think she's an easy top tier. The fact that no one is, like, killing me for putting Elphelt up here and just saying they disagree is, like, enough for me to, like, start pushing this agenda finally. I don't even think it's ease. Okay.
Danger. Earth Max.
Let me think. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm really trying to think more.
Danger.
I'm keeping Chipp and Chaos together. Because I think they're the same character in terms of strength, but I hate Chipp. So by keeping them together, it helps me avoid bias. Same with Sol. I think these three are like not even ordered. I would say they're all like the same strength, more or less. But I would do this like gun to my head. Anji there makes sense. He makes sense there. I could like...
Danger.
Hey, listen, Lolo. If not for hot takes, we wouldn't have to make tier lists. I'm not putting Asuka high. This is already... me putting Asuka higher than, like, ABBA is going to put me on a hit list for several people. Yeah, it's not even that, like, hot. I think this is, like... Hey, Andros. Okay, so I think this is... I'm gonna stop ordering this. I think I'm done here.
Danger.
Jacko, Kai, Eno, Gio. I think that makes sense.
Earth Max.
I think Aber is probably here. So this isn't really... Okay, I'm changing the names of the tiers because I don't agree with the fact that only one low tier can exist. That's just not how tier lists work. Yeah, I think Zardo's better than Testament.
Danger.
I value having a strong win con, like, very heavily.
Earth Max.
I'm not gonna lie, I've thought Zardo was better than Testament for a while now. Player skill? Okay. Do you mean that in the sense that some players who might be good on a character, like, ends up pushing the character higher on a tier list compared to characters that don't have as much representation, or do you mean something else?
Earth Max.
I just want to know exactly what you mean by that. Two characters equal, one would be... Oh. It's more like if two characters had equal representation. One would be pushed further than the other if the player skill is high enough, even if both characters are equally good. Yeah, okay.
Danger.
I think that's a fun conversation, because I'm not entirely sure. I try my best to keep player bias out of it a little bit. I try not to think about that too hard. I'm trying my best to look at, like, objective... I'm trying my best to look objectively at a character's kits and a character's difficulty and ability to play in tournament to a degree, though I'm not weighing difficulty as high
Danger.
as a lot of people do. It's hard to say.
Earth Max.
I would try my best to keep them on the same level if I could. If two characters are equally good, even, you know, if there is player skill, I try not to let that influence me too hard. I think Bridget is probably the best in that tier. Maybe not. I think Ava could be... who is better than Bridget? I don't think they are.
Danger.
I think Bridget's probably the best in that tier. They all have very similar weaknesses.
Earth Max.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, though. Like, it's just very hard to rate, so I'm not sure. Is Axel for you? Axel. I could say, maybe. That's kind of fun. I like that. But I think that's about it. I'm going to change the names of the tiers, though.
Danger. Earth Max.
I think Axel... I mean, what I said about Axel earlier, Ant, was that, like, he's sort of in a similar boat to Abba, where he's technically good into... or, like, does fine into so many characters. Like, he can win so many matchups, but then he just gets nuked by a certain portion of the cast.
Danger.
Why is Oscar in the same tier as Gio? Because I think they're as good as each other?
Earth Max.
That's about it. I think Gio has a very broken... yeah, Lolo did, like, make me think about Anji a lot more, I will admit. I mean, Gio has very good neutral, very good damage. Flawed win con isn't that overwhelming. Oscar has flawed neutral inconsistencies, but when he's at his peak, he's, like, I mean, in my eyes, he's like
Danger.
very, very fucking good when he actually gets it all going. But he does have a lot of problem matchups. I've already posted an ABBA matchup chart. It is on my new Twitter. Let me go find it. One moment. There we go. This was my ABBA matchup chart. Oh, I just showed an email address, my bad. But yeah. This was the ABBA chart.
Max.
And I think it, like, fits where I put her on the tier list, more or less. May, honestly, Andros, I just find May less overwhelming right now than a lot of the characters above her. I think she's very good. There's a lot of questions being asked. Let's relax a little. Jelly, Elphelt is broken. Look at the VOD. I don't care.
Aw, I
Thank you
don't get
for
that as
trying.
often as you'd think.
You can unsubscribe. I'm not putting Elphelt lower. I'm sorry. At best, she'd be below Anji. At best. At best. She'd be below Anji. She doesn't 7-3 ABBA. It's fine. The matchup is okay. A lot of Geos think she does, but the matchup is perfectly okay. Slash is coming back to Strive because he's guaranteed for the Arcwill tour. May... Okay, sorry. Let me actually concentrate on May for a minute. She has incredibly good damage on the level of all the characters above her. She has very good neutral, mostly on the level of the characters above her, without offense on the level of the characters above her. When I say neutral, it's Potemkin and Nago are more conditional. But a lot of other characters start offense from their neutral a lot easier than May does. Her conversions are about on the level as the ones above her, but not as good in some cases. Yes, you can, Alex. She's just missing one or two, like, small things that I think just about knocks her below.
Danger.
Fine.
Earth Max.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do it. I don't think I disagree with this enough to say that I would not put it on a tier list. And that's about it. I did have Anji, like, around where Slayer was. I'm leaving this as high too. No.
Earth Max.
This tier of characters is basically all-rounders with very small flaws, like Sol, like Anji, like Chipp. Or it's characters who have bigger flaws, but just have such, like, insane strengths, they can kind of make up for it. Kind of like Chaos, like Slayer. That kind of thing.
Earth Max.
I will probably upload this as a YouTube video, yeah. May, I put here. I'll just call this the best. There we go. Cool. Save, and we are done. No, it's ordered. This is a fully ordered tier list. And I will put it on Twitter now.
Danger. Earth Max.
Home, post, or my downloads. There we go.
Danger.
There we go. Right, guys, gas this up for me, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Anji did go a little higher. I'm sorry, Keishu. This is my honest opinion right now. Anji moved up by 1 max.
Earth max.
Dun. Yeah. Yeah. Man. I think it's a good tier list. I'm happy with it.